what we took last session. You can raise your hands, شباب. Raise your hands. Mission. Or should I choose? You can remind us what we took last period. Abdullah Shakir. Abdullah Shakir. You can talk, Abdullah. You can unmute yourself.
Understood.
Yes, Abdullah. What we took last session?
About energy and work.
Yes, energy transformation. Okay. What does it say? Energy transformation means what?
It can't be created or destroyed.
No. There's law of conservation of energy. I'm talking about this one. I'm talking about energy transformation here.
Is a conversion of one form of energy to another.
So in general, the energy can transform from one form to another form, or one type to another type. Okay, but the law of conservation of energy, okay, it uses the same statement here, but in addition, he said energy cannot be created or destroyed. Cannot be created or destroyed. Okay. Thanks, Abdul. Okay. I want another one to give us an example. Abdullah Turki. An example for energy transformation from our daily life. Abdullah
Yes,
Turki.
like chemical energy, food.
Change to what?
When you eat it, it's chemical, and it will be kinetic energy.
Excellent. When you use it to move like kinetic energy. Okay. So, and also can change into sound energy when we are talking right now. Okay. So all what we do, all of these actions came from the energy stored in our food, which we call chemical energy. Okay. Today, inshallah, we'll continue talking about the same idea, but with little difference. We'll talk about work. We'll talk about work. Okay. So, anyone has any idea about work? You can raise your hands. Work. What does it mean, work? Raise your hands. Muhammad Saggaf.
Yes, Mr.
What does it mean, work, Muhammad?
Work is when you use energy to do something.
Excellent. So when you exert a force, right, to do any job, okay, so you are doing work. Okay, but many guys can exert, Muhammad, energy, but they are not doing work. Why?
Because like for her, when they eat, for example, after they finish eating,
No, I'm talking about, يعني, you can find two of your friends. يعني, for example, I can look at this picture down here. Here, the one to the left is trying to lift the drum. The one here is already lifting the drum, but he is staying still. Both of them are using energy, but which one of them are doing work?
the left one.
The left one, because he is moving the drum, right? But this one here, he is hanging the drum and still stationary in his place, so he is not moving. The drum is not moving. Like if a person or you or one of your friends is hanging his backpack and standing still in his place, so there is no motion, right? So he's only using the energy of his body, but he is not doing work. He's not moving. The bag is not moving, and this leads us back to the definition of work. Okay, I want someone to read the definition of work. Ahmad Bukhari. Ahmad Bukhari.
Yes, Mr.
Can you read the definition of work?
Work is the transfer of energy that occurs when a force makes an object move in the direction of the force while the force acts on the object.
Okay, we can underline. Can you extract some important words from this definition?
Transfer of energy.
Yes, so here we have the word transfer of energy. Okay, so the first scientific term, energy. Okay, what else?
Makes an object move in the
That,
direction
no,
of
no,
the force.
continue. That occurs when?
That occurs when a force makes an
Yes, here
object move in the
a new
direction
term here,
of
a
the force.
force, a new term. So here we are exerting energy, right? To have force, like makes an object. So we are doing
Makes an
force.
object move.
Move. The object must move, okay, in the direction of the force. Okay, you are pushing an object to the right, it must move to the right. You are pushing it to the left, it must to the left. But here we found that a person must exert an effort or uses energy from his body, okay, to do what? A force, to have a force, and this force must affect an object, okay, and one form of this effect is movement. The object must move. The object must what? Move. Suppose you are pushing any wall inside your room. The wall will move? Huh? Who can? I want someone to discuss it with this point with him. I'll take Ammar. Ammar.
هلا يا أستاذ.
Yes, ya Ammar. If you are pushing a wall inside your room, ya Ammar, the wall will move.
If you push the
A wall.
yes,
The wall will move?
no,
No, right? Because you are using little a force,
little
right?
force, yep.
Yes. But if you push a chair, it will move.
Yes, because it's
So,
not.
yes, which situation
weight.
you did the work? In which situation?
When you move the chair.
Excellent. So you must see the effect of your force, okay?
Yes.
But, okay, Shabab. But this is the only shape or the only form of work? No, we have many kinds. It is not necessary to the object to move. The object may change shape, right? As you will see in this video. Watch this video, Shabab.
Our topic for today is force, work, and energy. Force is the push or pull applied on an object. It can move a stationary object
Okay, sure. So, as we saw now, Salman wants to raise the hand. Yes, Salman. Yes, Salman. Yes. You can unmute yourself.
الصراحة يا أستاذ بس كنت بقول لك المقطع فهمت منه أشياء كثيرة وشكرا يا أستاذ.
Okay,
المقطع.
okay, you are welcome. Okay, so now when to do work, we must see as the effect of this work. Okay, we must see a movement of the object or a change in its position, a change in its shape. Okay, so this is the effect of work. Okay, but can we calculate work? Can we calculate work, يا شباب? Can you calculate the work you done or you did? Okay, we can ask Jamil. Jamil. Or
Yes,
Jamil.
mister.
Can
Yes.
we calculate work?
What?
Can we calculate work?
Yes.
How?
If I'm correct, it's W equal FD, right?
Excellent, excellent, Jamil. Excellent, very well, excellent. Thanks a lot.
Mister, I have one
Gamal
question
said-
before going.
Okay.
Will we do Kahoot today or no?
Inshallah, for work.
Okay.
Muhammad Bulbul. Yes, yeah, Muhammad. Just unmute you. You can talk, Muhammad.
Yes, mister.
Yes.
Mister, the mic is not good.
Your friends are hearing well. Maybe you have a problem in your speakers.
Mister, your voice is short, not loud.
Okay, other guys, my voice is clear and high. Hello, Muhammad. Is the voice clear now?
Yes.
Okay. So we said, as Jamil said, work equals work in this one. I'll use a rectangle. Okay, work in this equation equals force times distance. Force times distance. And the measuring unit of work is joule. So work, we will refer it to as W, equal force, we'll refer it as F, and distance, we'll refer to it as D. So work equal force times distance. If you have a problem, how will you know that the number he gives you is referring to work? You will find beside the number the word joule, and you will find beside the number of force the word Newton or N in capital. And for joule, it will be J capital also, okay? And distance, it will give you in meters, or he will write in small, okay? We'll see now in this, in the upcoming problem. Okay, I want someone to read the problem and answer it with him. Raise your hands if you want to answer this problem. Raise your hands before I choose if you want. Any volunteer? Who will read? Want someone to read? Okay, Muhammad Bulbul. Okay. Read, Muhammad. You can unmute yourself. Yes, Muhammad.
Mister, you give me mute, mister.
No, I am giving you unmute, not mute. Okay, talk.
I read.
Yes, yes.
Solve for work. A student lift a bag from the floor to his or her shoulder 1.2 meter above the floor using a force of 50 Newton. How much work does the student do on the bag?
Yes.
This is what you know. Force F equal 15 N. Distance D equal 1.2 M. This is what you need to find work. W. Use this formula. W equal FD. Substitute W. 50N multiply 1.2 M equals 60 n multiply m equals 60j. Answer: the amount of work done is 60j.
Joule, yes. So here, Shabab, back to the problem. You can see here two numbers, 1.2, and the measuring unit is meter. So it's talking about what? About distance. We refer it as d. How you can solve any word problem? Okay, you can understand from the statement itself, or you can understand from the number and the measuring unit. Okay, it's very important rule to how to solve any word problem. Look to the number and look to the measuring unit beside it. Here is meter, m. So it is what? Distance. So distance equals 1.2 meter. Okay. Meter above the floor using a force. Here it is clear. He gives you that the force of 50. Okay. And maybe he can he say مثلا using an effort he pushed with or pulled with a 50 Newton. He will not mention a force. So you have to look to the number 50. What is beside the measuring unit? The measuring unit beside it is N. And the N refers to Newton. And the Newton is the measuring unit for force. So we are talking about force here. Okay. So we know that F is 50 Newton. Distance 1.2 meter. So use the formula W equal F times D. W is unknown. Okay. So we'll write it again. W equal F, but come back here, you can find the F is 50. So replace the symbol F by the number 50. And exactly we have the measuring unit in Newton. Okay, come to D. D is distance. Replace it by 1.2 meter. 1.2 meter. Multiply the two numbers 50 times 1.2. You will get the result 60. Multiply N by M. You will get N times M and Newton meter. And this Newton meter we can replace them by joule. So if you left 60 Newton meter, it will be right. 60 joule, it will be right. Hope it is clear for all of you. If you have any questions here, you can raise your hands. If you have any questions for this problem, raise your hands. Okay, I guess no. So now go to Google, ya shabab. Go to Google and open Kahoot. Okay. Kahoot IT as usual. We will start our game. The pin code, you will have it now. Waiting for you. Yes, Mishal. Mishal, what do you want?
Mister, what I write in Google?
Kahoot IT. Kahoot IT.
Okay.
This one here, you can see it. And in the empty space, you will write this pin code. You are 14 participants. You are just 10 players. 11. Okay, we still have 3. Okay, we'll start. وسيد يا شباب work is measured in joules يا شباب. Okay. Read the question again. It said a boy held a box that weighed 40 Newton. He is holding the box, okay? If the boy is 2 meters tall, he didn't say that the box moves 2 meters. He is telling you about the tall of the boy. How much work was done? Zero. There is no movement. He's telling you here the boy, the tallness of the boy, okay? Tricky question, I know. he said here is not true, شباب, not true. So you have three statements true and only one is not true. Tricky, yeah. Which statement below is true? We are searching for the true one. The main idea of the working of pulley is that it change direction of the force. That change direction of the force. So we'll use a less force. But the main concept is that pulleys change direction of the force. You took this concept in simple machines last year, yeah, if you remember. Another name for an inclined plane. You are exerting a force to move an object certain distance in the same direction. So the object will move in the same direction of the applied force. So we are talking about work. Okay. Force, distance, and direction. So definition of work, يا شباب. There is people wants to enter now in the waiting room. يعني. Sorry, no one will enter after 5 minutes of the beginning of the period. Yes, يا مشعل. You can talk, يا مشعل. Unmute yourself.
Yes, mister.
Yes, يا مشعل. You want to ask?
No.
As you raised your hand. Okay. So. The force applied to do the work is effort force. Effort force. You exert an effort. You do an effort. You exert a force. Okay. Quickly, يا شباب, will not stay for the whole time, only 20 seconds. For these questions, 20 seconds only. Very quickly, go, 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 go. Answers quickly, answers quickly. This question is repeated question, repeated one. It's very easy. Go, 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 go. We don't have much time, okay. True or false? Quickly, quickly.